It is 7:49 as we roll till 8 o'clock on KCMO. It's that time of the week.
It's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly on KCMO Talk Radio. Now on 95.7 FM.
Start with the good. I didn't want to like this, but I'm getting in that college football mode. It's right around the corner. We got that big K-State, Iowa State Week 0 game coming up next Saturday. KU's also playing Week 0. I go on Netflix last night. I finished watching the end of Twister on regular TV just because it was on for like the 267th time. And the new Netflix series, Any Given Saturday, dropped, which follows the SEC, college football. And I didn't want to like it because I hate the SEC. Now, I don't dislike Mizzou. I think Mizzou should be back in the Big 12, but that's a separate story. I've just always hated the SEC because I've always believed that it has been propped up. It's a top-heavy conference that has been propped up by ESPN propaganda for going on 30 years at this point. So I didn't want to like it, but everything Netflix does, these docuseries that they do, are all really well done. So I couldn't help but like it. They build the character. I'm about an episode and a half in. And you know, I don't really care about any of the people in the sense of like it's Tennessee and it's Kentucky and it's South Carolina. And they're following all these teams and coaches and players. And they're not players that I necessarily watch or really care about. But they get you to buy in with their storytelling. And they do such an awesome job at putting these series together. So if you're looking to scratch that college football itch the next week and a half. I don't know if Mizzou gets an appearance. I'm only an episode and a half in. I saw they dropped 7 episodes, I think in the last few days, as I understand it. Maybe I'm late to the ball game on this because I had not been on Netflix in a while. That's what made me realize. I'm like, wait, I'm paying like $18 a month for this thing. Let me see what's on there. I just hadn't been on Netflix in a while. And I was like, you know, if I don't see anything on there, I'm going to cancel it. And then I watched like 7 trailers and buy into this show. So shame on me. I'm back on.
Somehow they know.
I know. It's like they know it.
They know when you've reached your limit.
I know. I'm like, I'm going to go on Netflix and realize there's nothing I want to watch and tell Kate I'm canceling it. And then she comes downstairs and I'm like soaked up in this Any Given Saturday show. And I'm watching it till, 10 o'clock last night when I should have been in bed an hour prior. So there you go. They got me. I'm back in. And I'm ready for the college football season. The bad from the weekend. Kourtney Kardashian getting a mention on this show for the first time ever, but there's a public service announcement involved in this story. Kourtney Kardashian was blasted on social media for a picture she posted on her Instagram of herself holding her 21-month-old child on a boat. And it's supposed to be this cute little photo. She's holding the kid on the boat. The kid's kind of like sleeping on her shoulder. And the kid's not wearing a life jacket as the boat's going at like some high rate of speed. And to her credit, she took a follow-up photo and had her child in a life vest. And she said, hey, thanks to all my followers for realizing I should have had a life vest on the kid. And as we wrap up lake season, I see a lot of you on social media wrapping up a couple of weekends down at the lake. If you got a 21-month-old, my goodness, put them in a freaking life vest. And if Kourtney Kardashian's viral post is that thing that is going to make people realize, geez, if I get on a boat with a little kid, I should put him in a life vest. And if that saves one life, then the roasting of Kourtney Kardashian and me mentioning a Kardashian on this show makes it worth it as far as I'm concerned. All right? Now, the ugly from the weekend. Beto O'Rourke is just trying too hard. So Robert Francis O'Rourke, who was in Kansas City last week, he did a speech event, whatever you want to call it, rally down at Power at Light. Remember, this guy was like the hot guy of the moment, the it guy for probably a few weeks back in, probably 2019 when he ran for president. He was one of the 37 people that wanted to challenge Donald Trump in 2020. And he made magazine covers. He was going to be the guy that was going to flip Texas blue. Now, Texas is like redder than it's been in a long time based on the most recent election results. But Beto O'Rourke was supposedly the guy that was going to turn Texas blue. He was going to run for governor. He was going to run for U.S. Senate. He ran for president. He did it all. And he's never succeeded. But he's going around the country doing this little mini tour. And now he's going nuts over, of course, the redistricting issue down in Texas, his home state. But he's just trying way too hard. He did it last week in Kansas City when he was comparing Trump to Hitler. It only took him 15 minutes into his speech to do that. And here he was over the weekend going viral and, just saying things that don't need to be said and were completely inappropriate.
We don't await the punch thrown by these would-be fascists to land. We punch first and we punch harder. We want California and New Jersey and Illinois and Maryland and every other state where the Democrats hold the governor's mansion, the assembly, and the state senate to redraw their congressional districts now, not wait for Texas to move first, to maximize Democratic Party advantage. Listen, you may say to yourself, well, those aren't the rules. There are no refs in this game. F*** the rules. We are going to win whatever it takes. We're going to take this to them in every way that we can.
See, I don't think that's what you want your approach to be if you're Beto O'Rourke. You just don't. Because it's not going to work out well for you because you've already gerrymandered your top states as much as you can. Illinois is like, 14-3? California's got 80% of its seats for the Democrat Party. Massachusetts is a 9-0 state. I don't think that's the approach you want to have if you're Beto O'Rourke because the red states have a lot more gerrymandering that they can do. And he comes off with the cursing like a fake tough guy. And I think I realize what it is about Mayor Pete. Or, excuse me, Beto O'Rourke. He kind of reminds me of like a gay Pete Buttigieg. See what I did there?
I did. That's kind of a Chris Plant thing there, right? But I repeat myself.
Oh, man. I come to think of it, that's what he reminds me of. I don't know why, but at least Mayor Pete's like a pretty bright guy who can string his sentences together and sounds good. Beto's just a fake tough guy, and it doesn't work. Now, what is Governor Mike Kehoe in Missouri saying about the redistricting efforts in Missouri? Is it going to happen or is it not going to happen? We have the most up-to-date information on Missouri we'll tell you about coming up after the news.